Aaron Rodgers just might be on the move. According to reports, both the Packers and Rodgers view a trade as a very real possibility if the right package comes along. Shannon, prediction time. Can you see Rodgers being traded?
I don't, because I don't see the compensation and then the salary, Skip. I mean, Peter King has reported they're going to want at least 2 first-round picks, and you're going to have to pay $60 million. Now, Skip, if that was Patrick Mahomes or Joe Burrow, I would have no problem giving up 2 first-round picks because I'm going to have them for the next 10 years. But you're not going to have Aaron Rodgers for that length of time. So let's just say, for the sake of argument, you have him 2 more years. I think that's too much of too big of a package to give up 2 first-round picks. And who knows? Hell, he might retire at the end of the year from year 1.
He might.
And then what? So with that being said, Skip, I don't see it happening, but I don't see him retiring either. Now, maybe somebody say, we'll give you a 2 and a 3. Maybe the Jets will be able to do that because they could absorb that cap because they believe they have a team that's ready to compete for a title right now, especially defensively. I love Garrett Wilson. I love, the guys they have at the receiving position, running back, Breece Hall. If he can come back healthy off that knee injury. But I don't see it, Skip. But every year how many times we going to go through this in the offseason? Now, damn it, we done been going through this since I've been on this show. Almost 7 years.
7 years.
Every year it's about Aaron Rodgers. Will he or won't he?
We've done 7 football seasons, so here we are.
Is he going to go? Is he going to stay? What's really going on? Now, I'm tired of this. At some point in time, we got to stand firm. Aaron flamed out again and stop trying to move the ball to he's going to get traded. I don't know what Aaron's going to do. He's going to take some time off. He needs to, recalibrate. It's been a long season. It's always something. But I'm tell you what it hasn't been for the last 7 seasons. Us talking about the Green Bay Packers and Super Bowl champ. That hasn't happened. And so, and even Gronk said, bro, why are you talking about MVPs? Why are you not talking about championship? Even Gronk brought that up I think that's odd. That a man said he can win another MVP, but ain't mentioned nothing about no title. I don't see it happening. But, hey, this is what Aaron wants. He wants the speculation. He likes uncertainty. As Jerry word, he likes the ambiguity. That comes along with him.
Jerry calls it tolerance for ambiguity.
So, I mean, Aaron probably has a no trade deal.
So he'd have to
waive that,
As sick and tired as you are of him, I believe that organization is also even more sick and tired of him. That's why this story is out there, because they want it open for business, that they are open to listening to whatever offer you would come up with. The problem is he's 39 years of age. He's a handful, to put it mildly, and everybody sees how diva he can get. And so some teams might say, well, we'll take him off your hands at $50 million and $50 million for the next 2 years, but we're not going to give you much of anything. I use the Amari Cooper example, not that Amari's Aaron Rodgers, but Cleveland finally said, well, we'll take on the $20 million that you owe.
Yeah, but we ain't going to give you a whole lot of draft capital.
Nothing. We're going to give you a 5th rounder for him. Okay, we'll do that. Jerry said, I want to get out from under. Well, if they want to get out from under, they're going to have to take way less than 2 first-round picks.
You're not getting 2 first-rounders for him.
Okay. So I'm just going to throw this back out there again. You can say I'm playing fantasy football. I'm sick and tired of Dak Prescott. I believe they're sick and tired of Aaron Rodgers. So let's swap problems, quote unquote.
Well, you got a quarterback in Green Bay. You got Jordan Love.
Okay. Dak is a more proven commodity, obviously, than Jordan Love. And as you continue to groom Jordan Love, you would have Dak to be his mentor. But a lot of people love Dak Prescott. A lot of people look at the numbers and say, boy, he puts up top 5 offensive numbers every year. Are we saying
Green Bay love Dak Prescott? Because here's the thing. You're going to need somebody to love Dak Prescott as much as the Cowboys love Dak Prescott.
Now, what you got is 39 versus 29, because Dak is still 29 years of age. So Aaron has turned 39 on whatever it was, December the 5th or whatever it is, early December. But the point is, there are times I look at him, he looks older for his age than Brady does in a lot of ways. So he's weathered. He's sort of weather-beaten because he's had a hard run up there. And it's gotten worse and worse. He's 7-9 now since they won.
Brady might have went to one of those rejuvenate centers.
Yeah, well, he did. I don't know. Wellness. Okay. So my point is, that the Dak Aaron thing makes sense to me, even though I'm playing fantasy football, because the salaries match up, the cap hits match up. Well, you could just you could just swap out.
But don't you think, Skip, they want to look at Jordan Love? Because here's the thing: the further you kick,
I don't know that. I hear that they like him, but I don't think they love him.
But I thought that he came in and he spent the ball really, really well. He kind of had a little throwing motion, kind of like Aaron Rodgers. Now I'm not saying
I liked it every time I've seen him, except for the game last year. He struggled. He struggled. Yeah. But that was a hard.
But Skip, I'm not. And you say sometimes like he spent, he has an arm angle, he threw the ball. You say he's gonna be Aaron. No, I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody, when they first saw Aaron Rodgers gonna be Aaron Rodgers when he came in and backed up Brett Favre when he got hurt. Wasn't nobody said, oh, that guy's about to be transcended. That guy's gonna win 4 MVPs. He's gonna win a Super Bowl. Ain't nobody thought that when they saw him.
They did have to rebuild the whole Jeff Tedford delivery from Cal. Okay. So you've asked the best question here. What's the flip of this? Is Aaron amenable to starting over at age 39? Because it's hard, man, and the pressure ratchets up, and you go somewhere as the savior.
Yes.
Oh, you're going to save it. You're going to turn us around. So let's do the hypothetical. If he comes to America's team, well, we're going to say, here we go, man.
Yeah.
Because you have killed us. You're 8-2 against us. You're 2-0 in playoff games against us. You've played way better against us than you could argue the whole rest of the NFL.
Right.
Except for that
Chicago.
Yeah, except Chicago. I own Chicago.
Yeah.
Well, you've owned Dallas more than Chicago. So would you come to Dallas and still own Dallas?
First of all, now all of a sudden you got somebody bigger than Jerry. Aaron Rodgers is going to be bigger than Jerry. He's Aaron Rodgers. He's a quarterback. You know what comes with that.
Yeah. I don't think he's like Brady, who would come in and just take over everything and change the whole offense.
Well, you got to. He gonna want Skip. He ain't really trying to run. I mean, normally when quarterbacks, what did Denver do when they got Peyton? Whatever, Peyton, you run everything. The meetings, the walkthroughs, everything. Peyton, that's you. Brady, what system? Brady, that's you.
How can you not?
Exactly. So you have to cater to him.
Okay. I don't know if you have to do that to Aaron Rodgers because
you think you're gonna have him learn an entirely new system?
A whole new system, but he's operating more on arm talent than Peyton or Brady ever thought about because they're doing it with their head.
Right.
He's doing it with his arm. Mm-hmm. He's doing it off platform. He's doing sidearm. It's Mahomesian, except he was doing it way before Mahomes was doing it, and he's still got a big-time arm.
Yes, he does.
Because we saw flashes of that all last year. But the point is, it would be up to him to want to clear the decks in his head and start fresh with a very good football team, but with high expectations. Do you really want that on your head at age 39 and 40?
Right.
Again, I would take, because right here, right now, I'm telling you, I would have a better chance to go farther in the playoffs with Aaron Rodgers next year than Dak Prescott. I just believe that. I believe
because they've been flaming out about the same.
I got it.
Because here's the thing, Skip. For the last 3 years, Aaron Rodgers is better than Houdini. He's better than Copperfield, Chris Angel. He's better because guess what? He's got us talking about trade scenarios and not that stinker against the Lions.
It was a stinker.
And guess what he did last year? Well, I don't know. I'm going to take some time to myself.
That stinker against Jimmy G.
Yeah, and the year after that. Well, I think I proved a lot of people wrong because a lot of people didn't think I could do it anymore. And I won an MVP. But we didn't talk about how he gagged against Tampa Bay. So 3 consecutive years, he's misdirected us.
Okay, I got it.
In plain sight.
All right. I will change the subject then to the young man who is effectively holding in for the Baltimore Ravens right now. Would I take Lamar Jackson over Dak Prescott next year? You better believe I would. He's just a better football player than Dak is.
Okay.
He's more trustable. He's mentally tougher.
Right.
He's physically tougher. I'll just take him.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But the problem is, is there a trade to be made there? Sure there is. The problem is, then you acquire Baltimore's issue, which is, are you going to pay him? Like Jerry, you want to give him, what's he want, 250 guaranteed million, okay, for 5 years?
Yep.
Would you do it? Jerry
said he overpaid $160 million, let alone add another $100 million to that.
So that's the problem. That's got a big if attached to it because he is unsigned.
Right.
But with Aaron, you know exactly what you're getting into. With Russell Wilson, Denver knew exactly what it was getting into, right? Because it was going to have to do it.
Right.
And here we go.
Right.
And now they did it.
Yeah.
And they did it to themselves.
And they was like, how you going to spend our money before we even get here? You spit out.
He did.
We ain't even right yet. The ink wasn't dry yet on the contract that we had signed with the Bowling family, the trust. And here you are that gave out $200+ million our cheese.
Okay. Well, it happened, and you're stuck with it.
We
now.
stuck.
Okay.
We stuck.
All right. And it's very possible that Green Bay is stuck with Aaron Rodgers because just last offseason, they gave him a big new deal.
Yeah. They had no prenup.
Okay.
So you stuck.
No, you are way stuck.
You ain't got no prenup. You stuck. You got a bunch of money.
Yeah.
You done made a bunch of money while you were married.
Okay. Well, they can have Dak Prescott if they want.
Nah, they good.
Yeah.
But you make it seem like Aaron Rodgers be going deep in the playoffs every year.
No, I didn't say that. Aaron Rodgers would have played better at San Francisco than Dak.
Are we sure? We saw him go out there against Jimmy G and got rolled.
He got.
Well, hell, he was at home against Jimmy G just the year before, and he looked just like Dak looked on Sunday. He looked like that a year ago on that cold Saturday night against the Jimmy G and the 49ers.
Okay.
You remember he scored, at least Dak got 12, he got 10.
Yep. Better throw of the football.
Oh, there's no question about that.
All right. I'm desperate, man. I need to change my scenery. I need to start fresh.
Which one gonna point the finger more? It's his fault. He did this. He didn't do that.
Okay. If you told me I could get one of those rookie quarterbacks in this coming draft, just pick
You
one.
ain't gonna get one of them.
Okay, but I'm just saying, next year you have to start over and hope you got it right.
You got Dak. You stuck with Dak for another year.
Well, I'm afraid I'm stuck with Dak for more than a year.
Okay, I mean, he might come out there, tell it. Might win the division, might go 15-2 next year. Then what you gonna do?
Somebody we know thinks that he might just bounce back and come with a chip on his shoulder next year and roar back after a whole offseason of media criticism on his head.
Who, Dak?
Yeah.
That we might gonna come back, huh? He had it last year. How did it come work out for it?
It didn't.
Okay.
Yeah. you just love it that I'm stuck with him.
If the Cowboys were
You a Cowboy fan, so you stuck with them.
Yeah.
Skip, if your Cowboys were hypothetically to get Aaron Rodgers, would you get a Dallas Aaron Rodgers jersey and wear it?
Yes, I would. 12 in metallic blue.
I'd love to see
Guess
that.
what? Nah, you ain't getting that jersey. There ain't no 12 in metallic blue. That's Roger Staubach number. That thing ain't coming down.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, whoa,
Good
no.
point, Shannon.
Yeah. How about 11?
All right, gentlemen, it's not just
wait,
quarterback questions this offseason. Ezekiel Elliott, would he take a discount to remain with Dallas?
That's a good question.
He's working on securing a spot on the Cowboys roster next season.